Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Ghost Prime, and as you know, because you clicked on the video, this is about the $30 AliExpress Metrotitan. This is not the $90 one that's been going around. This is not a completely different one, not even remotely the same as that. This thing does not have any chrome whatsoever, no rubber. It is not a high quality KO, so being 30 bucks, I had to check it out. I'm going to put the link down in the description, so if you want to buy one, you can too. I'm just going to go over the quality of this thing in this review. And if you don't know who Metrotitan is a character that was released in the 1990s. I believe it was 1990 in Japan. And it was basically an evil Metroplex sporting a more diaclone style color scheme. Now this one is not accurate to the original. It's very close, but it's not quite accurate to the original. It does have some differences in color. It's also not the same as the $90 one, which does have chrome and rubber tires, which is also, the rubber tires are incorrect for this. It doesn't have the right colors either. So there actually isn't a fully correct colored Metrotitan on the market right now. That's a KO. And not the original. I don't have the original, but I do have the original Metroplex. I'm going to take a look at some of the things with that one and see how the quality compares to this one. So please like and subscribe and all that. And without any further ado, let's get to the review. Before we get into this pile here, I want to mention that it came wrapped in this, but there was no box. It was just this, like, bubble, I don't know what you call this, bubble box. It's a soft package wrapped in bubble wrap, and lucky nothing broke. All of these accessories were in this bag. Everything was in this bag. You can see it does have missiles on a sprue. There's 3 of them. I did take one of them off, and it has all of this. Inside the package was also this, which I've used most of the stickers on it, a set of instructions for the stickers, and as you can see, badly warped cardboard picture. Now this is interesting. It's an interesting picture on it because it's definitely custom done for this release. On the back is just cardboard, but it's kind of a nice image. Don't mind that image at all. Then we have this here and the robot. Let's go through the accessories though. So he does have the tower piece just like the original. He has this section here. I added this Toy Hacks labels because I like the way it looks. He has 2 of these knee guards. I don't remember his name from Metrotitan, but this guy actually came put together, which was odd. So I did add the Decepticon logo. The one thing about it, I will say that the arms are kind of loose. They don't fall out, but they are kind of loose in the top ports there. Transforming it transforms just the same as the original. And then you add the arms on to the little holes. And I did attach this gun, which fits nicely. And I don't know if you could see the detail on it. Detail's not terrible for a KO. It looks good. I believe the original did not have black here, but I do like the black. I appreciate how it comes all together. He has 2 of these guns right here, which if you take the missile, it does fit in, but there's no springs. It does not fire. No firing mechanism at all in that. That has both of them done in white. Spire piece for his shoulder. He has this gun here for 6 gun. Goes on like that. 2 of these. Double guns here. That part for 6 gun. The tank with the removable barrel. I added the Decepticon logo. These are the stickers it came with, which are accurate. This is not accurate coloration here. This should be blue on Metrotitan, the original Metrotitan. But that's what that looks like. And a fist. So to put him together, let's do that now, since before we get everything together. It fits really nice. All the little ports fit really, really well together. So you got to take out this missile here, just like you would on the original. I don't have an original Metrotitan, like I said. I wish I did. One day I will. This is a pretty decent stand-in. For 30 bucks, you can't go wrong. The arms on. It all fits together really well. All these go on the back, I believe. There. All fits together super nice. Like, all in all, like super, super nice. Like, I really like the way it fits. Nothing is too loose. Nothing's too tight. This does come off a little bit, but it fits fine just because these fit really tight. Like, overall, like, it falls out if you want to shake it. But if I'm just picking it up and moving it, see, if I do that, I could get it to go off. But that's about it. I'm pretty satisfied with that. That's pretty nice. Let's set that to the side for a moment. And as you can see, he looks pretty decent. He has a complete lack of chrome. So let's get into that face sculpt. So right there, he has a complete lack of chrome, but it is done in silver, and the sculpt work isn't too bad. You got the two, ear cannons. They're a little off. That's okay, though. Shoulder cannon. Move it here. You have this piece that opens. Again, not done in chrome. Detail, I added that. It's a Toy Hacks. Doesn't come with any Decepticon logos. These are the stickers, however. Moving all down to the crotch. No chrome on the thighs here at all, like the other KO, the $90 one. And these here are different colors than Metrotitans. These are white instead of like a gray. But overall, it looks pretty good. I think the stickers are pretty decent on it. You know, overall, it looks really, really good. But one thing about KOs, especially something that's incredibly cheap, how's the quality, right? Like, what's the plastic like? Well, the plastic feels waxy. It feels kind of like the new reissues, honestly. Kind of like the new reissues. And the extension of the no chrome also extends to the wheels. It has plastic tires, which like the original had plastic tires, but no chrome. I might take a chrome pin to these. I want to take these apart, put chrome pin. I'm not sure I get the head apart. But it's okay. I don't think I'm going to break it. I've used this a bunch of times. I think the only thing I'm breaking is this arm is kind of tight. You can hear that it's really tight as compared to this one. Not as quite. The waist has a nice snapping like it's supposed to. It doesn't feel super loose. The legs, however, like if you look, you know, it's not super solid there. But it's the hinges on the legs. Do that and they go out. Nice clicking. I mean, for $30, seriously, it's pretty decent. And this opens, and you see inside there, that little mechanism will still work. So everything on it actually still works. Everything works really well. Like, everything fits really nicely. Taking apart 6-gun here. The one thing I haven't tried is these pieces, these ports here with some of my Scramble City bots, but I don't want to do that because if they don't fit, it could rip off the heads. So that's something I'm just not going to try. If you buy one of these and you happen to try it, please let me know how it goes because I don't want to have that problem with breakage. So popping his guns in his hands here. They fit super well. Like, you don't have any of those like common issues, even with the high quality KO issues that KO reissues that you see on eBay. Sometimes the guns don't fit in tightly or it's loose. This is actually decent. One thing that's apparent, like readily noticeable about it is these all angle this way. Everything angles out. At least it's consistent, so it doesn't look super bad. That's one thing. At least it's consistent across the way it looks. Now, I don't have an original Metrotitan. I do have a Metroplex, though. So I'll bring in right here. So you can see it's 1-to-1 scale, plastic quality. I don't know if you can hear it. There's an audible difference. You can tell how kind of rickety that is. You can even see how it's sitting a little bit down. But overall, I'd say it's pretty good. As far as that's concerned. It's pretty good. I'm not sure if that's funny. I'm not sure if these guns could fit, or any of these accessories could fit in these hands. Let's check that out. Like that. See how close it is to the original. A little tight, but it fits. Looks like the fist fell off. And the fist of the original with the reissue. Solid. So these, you know, I'm not gonna try every single accessory, but you know, it's pretty close. If you look at the detail here, see if I'm getting close. Detail wise, they're pretty close. Same with the screw hole differences and everything. It's all almost exact. Again, I wish I had a Metrotitan to actually compare the two. Now, this does have this little cross section here for some reason, and this one doesn't. I don't know if Metrotitan does have that piece, have that like that. So if there's a way you could tell a real Metrotitan piece from a KO, but you might be able to feel the quality differences. Like I said, this feels a little waxy, where these are, well, you know how a vintage Transformer plastic feels. It doesn't feel waxy or anything like that. It feels kind of solid. Let's look at these guns. So you kind of see a little dent in the indent in the middle of that. That would be a telltale way to figure out which one's original and which one's not. This is indented here, where that one's not as much. And on the back, they're relatively the same. Let's see if I can get my finger around it. There's a little part right there. My camera decides to focus. That's not on the original. Those are telltale signs that you have bought an unoriginal part to see if the KO one fits. KO one fits just fine. So I'm assuming that the Scramble City bots should also fit. So be wary about parts. So let's take a look at Scamper versus the KO. You can see the shine on the plastic is very, very different. The KO being much shinier overall. And Slammers. Compare the difference. Again, the plastic feels different. It feels totally different. Like this is almost has a translucency about it. You can tell like the light's penetrating it deeper, where this is solid looking. This also piece comes out and stays, but it's really super loose. Just pulls right out. And it's just frictioned in there anyway, as is this one. But this one is much tighter and has a better feeling when you handle it. And like slides in really nice there. Not quite. This also has that extra port, which I don't sure if the original had. I'd have to look that up. And the tower piece, again, you can totally tell the shine is completely off. This is super shiny, actually. The one thing about transforming him is I don't feel like I'm going to break him, like the centerpiece. And that's kind of nice. Go ahead and transform him into the rolling base mode. There he is in the rolling base mode, and it rolls. Again, it's sort of, this part, not the greatest, but I don't feel like I'm going to break that waist at all. That's pretty nice. The guns can still fit right here. Only it's a little tight there. So it can still fit right there. You have them rolling along. One thing also I should note, that these stickers are really off. They are on the more expensive KO as well, but they're just, the color is completely wrong from the original. The original one had these as white, so the yellow just kind of looked like it was the same, just on top of this, didn't have these. I don't mind it being a little different. I think that's okay. All in all, the differences on this are minimal. So base mode is kind of where the hips kind of are bothersome, as you can see. It doesn't want to stay flat like this. Try to get the legs into, like, maybe put them up like that is a little better, so they're more straight, which doesn't look right, but could work a little better. but it still kind of rocks. It kind of like really falls back. You could see it kind of leaning very, very hardcore. That's where the hip comes into play. It's just the hip ratchets, really. You know, it should be like that. But it is just the hip ratchets. It's not the whole thing. Let's put this guy in here. He does not come with the little MicroMaster companion. So yeah, that works. That still works. Something that's really annoying about it. Sticker quality isn't the greatest, but it's not the worst either. So if you have trouble putting these stickers on, they stick pretty much the first time you put it on. You cannot stick them and pull it off again, or you have a very hard time. They could rip, and I had that happen a couple times. There's also this issue. I don't know if you can see it in camera. That's how the sticker is. It's just peeling off already. I will probably be peeling these off, and I want to buy the toy hacks for this anyway. But you know, it does retain the head gimmick where it pops up with this like that under a very strong spring. And that's how he is in base mode. And when you have him in base mode, it's okay. I would prop him up against something so it looks a little better like that. Quality-wise, it's actually not bad. For $30, it's pretty fantastic. You get everything that you want in it, and it looks really good once it's stickered up. The plastic quality is noticeably lower, but like I've said, it's kind of like the retro reissues we've gotten recently. It's almost that same sort of feel to it. I don't think it's going to break on me. I've actually had this for a few days and transformed it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. One of the surprising things is for a KO, everything fits. It never happens with KOs. Everything fits. Nothing's broken. QC-wise, it's actually pretty good. I did not like the way it was packaged because it could easily break in transit from China, because, you know, mail carriers never take care of the packages really well. But it didn't, luckily, and I got it in hand. I'm pretty impressed with it. So it's a really strong recommend, even just as a toy. You know, if you have one and you want to give it to your kid, I could recommend this as a toy to play with. I don't think it's going to break. It has a lot of small accessories, but it's pretty decent, especially for the price. You know, I appreciate you sticking around to the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next review.